Do you praise your child when they eat something from their plate or try something new? This may seem like a really odd question to start with, but this video is all about praise and why it is actually a form of pressure that you may not have thought about. Often when we think of pressure in kids, we think about bribing them or forcing them truly, like eat your green beans or else you don't get dessert, or you can't leave the table until you've had 3 more bites. Those are very overt signs of pressure, whereas the praise one is one that a lot of my clients have struggled with as well. Even after we've started working together, they've dropped all the other forms of pressure, but the praise is one that really sticks around because it seems, parents, when the child does something, you want to reinforce that good behavior. But the truth is, with food, there is no good or bad. Your child is not good or bad for eating a certain food. Your child's not good for trying their broccoli and bad for having a second piece of cake. Like, they're just not. And we don't want to tie that good and bad with children. So what happens when we praise them? First of all, I'm going to tell you what a client had told me recently. She was telling me that her daughter is about 2, and when she did try something new recently, I think it was a piece of chicken, mum kind of clapped for her and said, "Yay, you tried a new food, and yay, you had your chicken." And look at me saying that to you. Okay, how would that truly feel? I want you to really think about this. How would it feel if I or your spouse was sitting next to you and you tried something that you hadn't tried for a while? I'll give you an example, actually. My husband is the pickiest eater in our family, and he does not like a long list of foods, but one of them is eggplant, and we get this really delicious eggplant dish from a Chinese restaurant, and I always order it because I like it. And he has started to try it. But imagine his horror if I turned to him when he was about to eat it and try it, and he did try it, and I was like, "Yay, well done, you ate it, I'm so proud of you for eating it." I'm looking over at him because he's sitting over there. He's not impressed with me. Are you impressed? No, he's not impressed. And I don't think you would be either. And your child feels the same way. Not only is this drawing a lot of attention to it, meaning that I'm telling my husband like, "Oh, I'm so proud of you for trying this new thing." Like, instead of it just being a small experience that he tried, it may cause him to avoid that in the future. Would you avoid eating it if I did that? He says he would. And I probably would too. If someone did that to me, I'd like, "Wow, that's a lot of, you're really excited, and I'm not sure I want that excitement." That's from an adult perspective. A child may like that, and a child may start seeking that out, that external praise that is coming from you, the parent, or me, from my husband. Seeking that out means that their want to eat that thing is coming from something outside of themselves. We want them to be eating something because it's internal. They have this intrinsic motivation. It comes from inside them, right? So for my husband, I didn't tell him to eat that eggplant. It came from inside him. He saw it there. All of us were enjoying it. We've had it so many times. He's been exposed to it like hundreds of times. And he decided one day that he would try it. That is intrinsic motivation. He decided, today's the day that I'm comfortable trying it. That's what we want from our children as well. We don't want it to come from something outside of them. When I'm telling him, try it, that's not, first of all, not gonna make him wanna try it. And second of all, if he does try it because I threaten him with something, he's gonna try it very reluctantly. That's not intrinsic, that is extrinsic. That's coming from outside him. That's motivation from me trying to get him to do it. And so what we really want from our child, think about it in the long term. We want them to be a young adult, a teenager, an adult who tries things and eats things because they want to, not because someone has given them a reward for doing it or praised them for doing it. So that's the reason I don't recommend praising your child for it. It's also kind of exhausting for you to be monitoring their plate and looking every single time they try something new. So that's your action item for today, is if you're praising, catch yourself when you're doing it and work towards no longer doing that and eliminating the praise entirely, and to eliminate that extra form of pressure. If you do have a child that's really reluctant to try new foods and you haven't looked into my Mealtimes Without Meltdowns course, look in the description. I've put the link in there for you. It'll help you navigate these situations with a picky eater in a way that you'll feel really confident, and also working on your mindset so that you can start enjoying meals and being less stressed so that you can work with your child to get the results you want in the long term. Thank you so much for watching. This is Talia, the dietitian. Bye. I am passionate about helping parents feed their children better food with less stress. Here are some more videos for you.